like your Shaqs or your LeBrons who've came out and spoke against. Right. Explain to me, because I've heard you say this. You will be judged in this time by your silence as well as your words.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's key. You can tell if a person is not speaking and they have a strong opinion in a platform, then it's because of their fear.
Right.
Right? What Dave Chappelle say in SNL? He say, a lot of things happen with Kanye, and I'm usually quick to call him or jump on something, but he said, this time, I waited a little bit. I wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, we know, who's of the culture and who's of the top. And,
but I believe that someone, right, in Kyrie in that moment, I know you say they'll be judged by their silence, but sometimes I think they should just be quiet. Because if you're gonna say something that's detrimental,
absolutely. If you got something good to say it. If you don't, especially when it comes to each other, just don't say nothing.
Yeah, and call
some
me.
of these Negroes, man, they need to just shut up.
Yeah.
Right? I seen a few of them, but we know Charles Barkley, we can't depend on him to do nothing.
Right.
You understand me? He always gonna be on the other side.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between race and ethnicity. Right? Charles Barkley is a brown man that was a great basketball player, but on the inside, he is a white man. That's just what I see. He's never shown me any reason that we have the same ethnic background.
And clarified if it ain't.
And Shaq, it was very disappointing for him to go on there and verbally assault his brother by disrespecting him, you understand me, in front of millions of people who look up to Shaq. So if you believe that he went and disrespected people by posting a link, and you believe that that was wrong, how does it feel as a black man and you go disrespect another black man? So you can't tell me that's not an equal assault?
Man.
Right? So the way that these Negroes jump in front of the bullet for their masses is disrespectful. I even seen Stephen A. Smith come into his aid, right, in this hour, which we gonna see a lot of odd things in this hour, saying that they trying to keep the foot on his neck.
Yeah.
Right? And so we know what that is. All black men around the world feel that.
Yeah.
Right? Because, there's our documentary called Goodbye, Uncle Tom. And everybody should watch it. It's hard to get through because it's shot like it's real life.
Yeah.
When you see the way that the Africans act in there, it's shot like it's real life.
I'm watching it tonight.
So what happened is you will have a serious breakdown.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
So there's a scene though where one of the slaves is getting tortured and getting neutered, right? And the rest of them are around and they're laughing. They like giggling like hyenas, right? But the explanation was the fact that, they're not really laughing because they enjoy, and they find it comical. They're laughing because they fear this is the only way
it's
to
a
get
lot
through
of
it.
that.
And they fear being next.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm gonna make my side clear.
Right. So then,
before you even pull the whip out, I'm gonna make my side clear. Man, he tripping.
What? You gonna try to give Massa his next victim, and as long as it ain't you feel like you're safe. As long as you're not next. And this is what's happening. Like, we know that epigenetics, that's gonna last 7 generations from the things that happened to us in slavery. Right. But not even just slavery, from the civil rights, from the black codes, from Jim Crow, from the Willie Lynch type times. That stuff is still there.
Yeah, embedded, baked in.
This buck-breaking process of telling Kyrie to do these things, these are top 1% white men. You can talk about their religion all you want to. These are white men that are in the safest position in the world.
Lord have mercy.
Black men had nothing to do with the Holocaust, right? Black men were fighting in all of the wars, even when we would still come back from war and face even more racism. So we have fought on the side of good every single time and been treated the worst. So in this country, there ain't a goddamn person who can make a black man apologize for an oppression that they had nothing to do with. Black men don't commit violence against Jewish people. Black men actually take all of their business, all their talents to Jewish people, asking them to manage their money, asking them to manage their funds, asking them to manage their legal, asking them to manage their creativity. We take all of our talent and energy to Jewish people in America, right? So if there's anybody, right, that the Jewish America should look at and be like, you know what? The relationship between that you have with black people is because of how black people go to Jewish people.
Right. And it's been transactional.
Right. And so there's nothing wrong with speaking on that. There's nothing wrong with speaking their truth. But it's like this younger generation, I had a Jewish man reach out to me and I was hesitant. He wanted to do podcast or a talk.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not willing to just let people use me because it's a moment to where you reaching out to black influencers so you can build your platform on it.
Yeah.
That's just more manipulation.
Right. And this high level game on this side.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, we recognize truth and we stand on truth. Right. And if you stand on truth, stand on that.
Right.
But if you a sucker, just say that.